This is a site, they call it World Meter, it's the world population life. It's not exactly very accurate, but kind of give you an idea how many people are in the world and how much they grow, and in some countries how many people they lose. And right now we are over 8.2 billion people in the world. And you can see here, birth this year was over 12 million, death just under 6, and total growth population by right now is 6.6 million people. Overall, I think we are way too many people. And I'm gonna say a few things in a minute. Look at this. India, they have like 1.5 billion people, and look at the trajectory. They keep growing. The good news is the growing rate kind of slows down. Hopefully we'll see it here in the future. They're gonna go way down. China is very interesting. You can see exactly right here when pandemic start, it was a massive population shift. They go from pretty much a massive growth to, you can see in 2020 pretty much a stagnation. It's still a growth, but way less than it used to be. And right now, from let's say 2021, the population start degrowing, start shrinking, and that's a very good news even from them. From, I think by the end of the century, it's gonna be like half of the population right now, which is a very good thing. And hopefully they're gonna go on this trajectory. The third one, and pretty much the huge difference between the first two, is the USA. USA pretty much have a stable population, 355 million people, and in 2050 it's going to be 380 million people. It's going to be a growth, but not that much. You can see right here, a lot of them come from migrants, and you're going to see here in 2045, the migrants is going to be more than the overall year change. So it's going to that suggests that the local population, the native population, they go down, and the only way they sustain that growth is through migrants. So that's gonna be another signal that the population is gonna go on the degrowth trend by probably the end of the century. So those are really good news. The bad news is they're still growing. They're like 8.2. I think like have some numbers around here when I say they're gonna go almost from the 10.5 billion people in 2060, 2075, around that. The good news is a lot of tables shows that it's gonna kind of stop there at 10.5, maybe even a bit lower, if something major events happen like a war or another pandemic or stuff like that. But this pandemic didn't make much difference in the population growth. It just keep growing. They didn't make a dent in it. But you can see how many people, how much people grow. Look at this. You have 1 billion in 1804, then we have 2 billions in 1930. So more than 100 years to double the population. And from 1930 to 1960, you add another billion of population in just 30 years, which is insane. And you can see those numbers. They grow. They don't stop. Hopefully by the end of the century, we're gonna have some the growth of the population. I think we have here some tables, and it's gonna be around here 2084. By this data is gonna be 10.3 billion people, and from there they're gonna go down. Hopefully that's gonna happen much sooner, hopefully around 2050 maybe. I don't know exactly, but even if you stay under 10 billion people, that's still a good news. You already can see how many people are on the square kilometers, like 55. We start right now like 55, and they say the peak is gonna be around like 69. Look at this, 69, 68 is gonna be the average. Again, that's a lot, especially when you look back in history. When you have like 1952, less than 100 years ago. Now from 17 we got to 55, which is again insane. We have like 19, 20, those are manageable in my opinion, but now we have like say 55. This is why you cannot afford a house, and that's why you cannot find a job or earning some decent money. So yeah, this was my video. If you want to have more videos like this, I like it to make. I always look on this population pretty much every week, at least once a week. I just study, especially if I have some countries that I want to watch on them, how many they grow, how many they go down, how the situation is in Europe, and so on. Leave a comment and tell me what you think about this video, and see you next time.